great waves of love extend from my being to your essence and truth. I am Archangel Metatron. I wish to invite you in this moment to acknowledge your essence and truth. To do so is to recognize the space from which all that you are expands. You do not need to understand consciously what your essence and truth is or is like, to realize there is a well of wonder, infinity, love, peace and so much more within you is truly liberating. Your power is activated and pulsates throughout your being. This creates a surge of creator energy inspiring and empowering you. When you are in connection with and creating from the space of truth and your essence within you, so you are allowing yourself to become and experience all the possibilities and opportunities available to you. Life becomes more fulfilling and enlightening, with a powerful guiding flow of energy that seems to gently steer you into experiencing deep blossoming. This divine flow of your truth and essence allows for all your spiritual abilities, intelligence, intuition, physical health, inner joy, fulfillment and all that you are, to be experienced at the highest and most evolved capacity. It fuels your entire being to be your divine sacred self. Imagine yourself as liberated, free from limitations, blockage, and empowered by truth of the Creator. You do not even need to know what this would be like. Simply acknowledge for a moment. What is anxiety? It is with the expression of your essence and inner truth in mind. I wish to approach the subject of anxiety to bring the light of the Angelic Kingdom into the space of anxiety. Anxiety can be described as feelings, thoughts and actions of worry, nervousness, concern, apprehension, fear and torment. Anxiety is usually experienced in your present or can be a concern for your future. It can be because of a certain outcome that is looming or due to an uncertain outcome. Your anxiety can feel as if it is a product of your caring for other or your dislike of aspects yourself. Anxiety can appear in all different areas of your life and all different forms. Sometimes it feels so normal that it does and feel like anxiety. Instead it feels like an aspect of your personality. Your anxiety can create drama in your life which you enjoy and energize even though you might not admit this, or it can be a heavy burden that hinders you at every turn. You may or may not experience severe anxiety, and yet anxiety may have a hold of you in one way or another. When you dwell on anxiety, severe or not, it becomes like a sticky glue hindering the expression and creativity of the truth and essence of your being. Anxiety is akin to a force pulling you away from the amazing divine being you are. You may already realize in which areas of your feelings, thoughts and actions you experience anxiety. Whatever the case, I, Archangel Metatron, invite you to be conscious in the coming days of the pull of anxiety. The pull of anxiety upon the earth. Each soul in physical form is a powerhouse of creation. Not only does each person emanate energy from their being, they also draw energy into the earth, surroundings and their consciousness from the universe of the Creator. Thus, you and everyone on the earth are in a constant experience of the flow of energy, creation and manifestation. You are pulling things towards yourself and pushing things away from yourself all the time. You have the possibility to create any energy you wish and to infuse your experiences with any energy you choose. Why do you therefore choose to create anxiety and fuel experience with anxiety? Why do you choose to experience anxiety instead of love, peace or contentment? You may believe you do not choose to experience anxiety or any other negative or painful experience. If you can recognize that on some level through the thoughts you choose or the feelings you choose to hold on to, you are deciding to energize or create anxiety within your being and life, then you will begin to liberate yourself. In truth, when you take some responsibility for how you think, feel and act, you allow the divine flow of the Creator to flood through you. This can be tricky if you are unwilling to recognize and accept the role you play in your daily life. It is important to ask deep within your being, how am I pulled to think, feel or act from the space of anxiety? This can be achieved during meditation or quiet time. You do not need to receive an answer, as this simple contemplation will act as a healing and will release any pull you have towards anxiety. Some answers you may receive could be connected to lack of self-trust, the need for others to care for you, a fear of not being powerful, a fear of the unknown or that life is uncertain, a fear of others or judgment, a fear for the safety of others or yourself, the belief that to worry is to care, or even a feeling of isolation or rejection from the Creator. There are numerous reasons why you may feel a pull to act, think and feel anxious. It is important to realize that your discovery is akin to a wound that is allowing the creation of anxiety and requires to be healed. Humanity pull of anxiety due to many souls upon the earth thinking, feeling and acting from a space of anxiety, The energy of anxiety exists within the consciousness of humanity. Humanity draws from a well of energy and wisdom. Anxiety is present here for all to accept and embody, if they choose. Of course, within the consciousness of humanity there are numerous other energies, abilities and creations available to download as humanity achieves ascension shifts, accepting higher vibrations of truth and acknowledging the essence existing within them. So the consciousness of humanity, or well from which all draw, shifts to higher vibrations. If a greater majority of people choose to recognize and heal their wounds connected to anxiety or creating anxiety, then anxiety would be healed and released from the consciousness of humanity. Therefore, generations to come would not know or even be able to access experiences or an embodiment of anxiety. We can recognize that the energy of anxiety within the consciousness of humanity is akin to a magnet, acting as a pull for humanity to anxiety. Often anxiety can feel addictive. It is because the mind becomes accustomed to the drama and presence of anxiety. It is also due to this pull of the energy of anxiety in the consciousness of humanity, which is akin to a well of energy all draw upon. If we were to invite you to heal and dissolve the presence of anxiety within the consciousness of humanity, this would have very little effect. In order to disempower the pull to act, think, feel and create anxiety, there is first a need to disempower the pull of anxiety within your being. As more and more people achieve this, the more anxiety will dissolve within the consciousness of humanity. It is important to recognize that anxiety is not necessarily a bad energy. It has its place and purpose within your being. It can act as a protection or warning. However, people are experiencing anxiety as it is gripping, smothering and submerging them into a space where they can no longer recognize the divine. It is the over-empowerment of anxiety that requires to be healed. Therefore, please do not judge yourself for any anxiety that may arise within you. Instead, recognize it as a challenge to heal and dissolve the energy of anxiety within the consciousness humanity. As you recognize anxiety within yourself and choose to either focus on something more loving or recognize the wound or reason for the anxiety, so you create a powerful shift and healing within your being. You have all you require within you to make the shifts that are necessary. I will return next week to offer tools on how to heal anxiety within. Infinite love, Archangel Metatron.